How's it going, guys? Today we're going to be looking at some Unicorn Instacart orders because it is right before Christmas and a lot of people are being very generous. I myself had a really good day even in my small town. Usually I travel out to somewhere a bit more populated, but today I just stayed here because it was paying so much. We're going to be on Reddit today looking at some of the craziest batches that I've seen in a bit, and we're going to start things off with an order that I took today. Also, if you guys hear squeaking in the background, I have a puppy that just had surgery. So she's really been enjoying her toys lately because she's been bored out of her mind recovering. So let's take a look at this first order here. This was an order that I did today for $61. It was a $50 flat tip, which is super generous. The reason that this order is pretty special is because, first of all, $50 tip, that's pretty rare. And it's a flat tip, so even if I had to refund stuff, it's not taking away from my tip. They just gave me the tip and it stayed. Even if I had to refund a bunch of big stuff, it would still stay at the same price basically. I was actually pumping gas whenever I saw this, and I was like, maybe I should look at my phone and see if there's just a nice batch sitting there. And I saw the 6 and the 1, and I was like, no way, that says 16. And then I looked closer and I jumped over the gas pump and yeah, it was $61. That was pretty crazy. Super nice people too. Really enjoyed shopping for them. And yeah, $61, pretty easy. If you guys are curious, I made about $175 today, and I worked about 7 hours, so that was about $25 an hour. All right, next up, this is a pretty crazy story. So accepted a batch for $50 and ended up making $637. Been in tears over it all day. Kind of confused how all of this panned out, but basically this is the screenshot of the order, and you might be wondering where the $600 is, and that's when the story comes along. And don't worry, I'm not going to read through all of it because that would take a long time. But here's the quick recap. Basically, this person was doing this order and it was snowing wherever she was at, so she swerved off the road and she had to cancel the order. She contacted her customer and let them all know what had happened, and they were very concerned for what was happening. They actually say here that the shopper said they don't care about the order anymore, they just wanted to make sure that the shopper was okay. So because she had to cancel the order, the customer knew that she probably wasn't going to get the tip that they already wanted to give her, so somehow the customer asked for the shopper's Venmo, and whenever the lady got everything figured out, she came back to see a $100 tip on her Venmo. Then, a little bit later, she saw a $500 tip on her Venmo. So that turned into a $637 order, which is probably more than the average person would make on Instacart in a week. So yeah, unicorn order, probably one of the best orders I've ever even heard of. Pretty crazy. All right, here's something kind of interesting to look into. So this guy says, I don't know about y'all, but all these COVID tests are easy money. Basically what he's talking about is most stores are completely wiped out of these, so you guys will go there, it'll be the only thing on there, so you'll start shopping and you'll have to refund the one item, aka cancel the order. But if you started shopping, they do have to pay you the base pay, which is usually $7 to $10. Now, this person apparently made $50 doing that in just 1 hour. Here's the problem with that. Instacart is not going to be happy seeing that happen over and over again, and the chances of you getting deactivated are pretty high. Don't do what that dude's doing. Just avoid those orders, especially if you know it's out of stock. All right, let's take a look at another unicorn order. I have no idea how much they got paid for the order, so that sucks. But if you look at the card here, they got a $100 cash tip. Apparently this person reads the subreddit, so that's kind of cool. It's a customer that's just really nice. That's a pretty awesome tip, and I haven't seen a $50 bill in so long. It just looks weird. What is up with these? I've seen so many people that have gone just huge cash tips. Apparently this person got a $300 cash tip. In no way do I want to undermine the order that I had today. A $50 tip is already super generous. A $20 tip is pretty generous. So these are just insane. And another one, they got another $50 cash tip, it looks like. I think it's just $150, but still, $50 is pretty awesome. Just look at this real fast. This dude made on average probably $50 per order. So in 5 hours of Instacart work, he made $217. That's pretty awesome. All right, here is a very nice order. So this person tipped $76. So their tip actually went up from originally being $75. So this was almost a $100 order right there. And notice all these are on December 23rd. That's today, at least as of recording. This will probably be put up on Christmas Eve. And I'm going to be working on Christmas Eve as well. So hopefully I'm able to catch some of these nice orders, make some good money before I go on my little vacation. I don't even know what to say about this one. Okay, at first I thought that was a batch. So this dude worked, it looks like almost 8 hours today. And he made $430 in like 8 hours. So that is insane. The average person works 8 hours in a day. That's almost on target for a normal work schedule because you get a half hour for lunch or so. So he got paid, let's just look at the hourly rate. My dude made $57 per hour. That's just crazy. One item, 150 units, 150 bananas. I actually shop for a place over here that has mixed drinks, and so sometimes they want 40 mangoes. So I have done stuff like that, but never 150, like holy cow. So I'm not too sure if this was one of the ones I went over already, but this definitely has more information here. So this person made like $700 in one day, worked about 9 hours. If you guys are looking through his batches, you can kind of see like what he's working with. He had a $385 order. $385. Like what in the world? Then after that, he had a $120 order. Like these don't even make sense, like at all. Just the $50 orders are pretty great, but seeing a $385 order, like that is absurd. All right, this is going to be the last batch that we look through, and it's a $69 batch. Good for you. Basically, their tip did go down $20, so not too sure about that. So it looks like this order was originally like a $100 order, but the tip went down by $30. So that's the only sucky part. When customers tip a lot, if they use an adjustable tip and you have to refund one big thing, your tip's going down like $20. Anyways, that's probably going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoy these type of videos, let me know. I'm kind of experimenting here. Also, I'm thinking about starting a Discord for people like you and me that do Instacart shopping and maybe even customers. I think it would be really cool to actually have like a community where we could all talk together and give advice and try and figure this app out even better together. Alright, so before I sound any more commercially, I'm going to go ahead and leave. Anyways, I hope that you guys have a great Christmas, and I'll see you guys on the next video.